actually gone on record to say himself that he's not actually teaching people how to stream, but purposely giving them a platform to kind of help grow and network them.
You're not learning
because I feel like the concept of teaching someone how to stream is like doesn't exist. Now, obviously, like conceptually, there's like fundamentals you can show someone how to get started within their journey of like making content and actually creating it and filming it, like setting up OBS and like finding the right camera and that type of shit. But like, okay, say for instance, I'm right here and I take somebody and you put them in my place. Are they gonna have the charisma and shit like that? Are they gonna be able to talk about shit? Like, you know what I'm saying? These are the other questions. Like, that's the thing. Like, yeah, you can show them what equipment and shit to use. You can show someone what programs they need to use. But do they have the one consistency and drive? I say it all the time, bruh. And can they handle criticism? Another thing. The two main things though to that is like, okay, you gave them the shit. They have the platform now too. Do they have one, the consistency to post videos and keep creating the content, and two, can they handle the criticism and backlash they may potentially get? That's the question. So when you come into the streamer university shit, that's immediately what it is. Like, if you think they're dead ass but I have you fucking pen and paper pencil writing down shit and filling out fucking multiple choice questions on fucking streaming and shit, let's be for real. Let's be fucking honest. Like, we know what this is. I ain't gonna lie. You already know what it is, baby. What's shaking? What's cracking? Yeah, if you saw the backstory, if you saw the other video we dropped within the whole Sulminati versus Zoe Spencer situation, crazy works back going on here. Yeah, that all culminated because Zoe Spencer was trying to get into streaming university, the main topic of the video. And yeah, the whole situation around that, not as positive. Now, obviously, with those streamers, you know, it's a university situation. When the applicants were going out, like, yo, Kai was making it seem like, oh, like these streamers, all these different heads that do content creation, like even if you're the smallest creator ever, you just started yesterday, whatever, you'll have a chance to get in. Obviously, I ain't gonna lie, that was not the case, and I don't really think anyone should have thought that was the case. Like, who really thought? Yo, Hester really thought they was about to get in this John crazy? I ain't gonna get wild and rare. But anyway, besides that, yeah, there was a controversy with that. Then heads were mad at the people who did get in or whatever, saying like, yo, some of these heads got controversies. How could this person be let in but not this person? And all that type of jazz. So yeah, it was getting a little bad, but we about to get in, see what's really going on with this boy. So let's get into it without further ado, because Trill talks everything Trill. Yeah, it's everything. Let's get right into it. You already know, one of my favorite YouTubers of all time. Yo, is it Pyrocynical on the Pyro Live channel? Sloppy, for sure. Must share the love. We have Kai Cenat Streamer University is a disaster. Of course, you want to watch the OG vid. Down description, first link. Shares in love. Like I keep saying, we need to keep putting it out there because, yeah, heads wildin'. Yeah, let's see where we're going.
I'm excited to extend to you a most heartfelt welcome to the very first class of Streamer University. I know there's a lot of crazy things going on, but y'all gotta understand, bro. No matter which way I try to make sure things is good, I always get the bad end of the stick. Like, I'm never doing this again. I'm never doing this again. No,
Oh
man.
my god, bro.
Content houses have always been a staple of the online sphere, nearly since the dawn of content itself. You get some boys, they make videos together, they're friends. Why not all live in a house together? Now, when you think of content
Content houses and shit, yeah, man. You already know, AMP, phase, all that type of likes.
houses, I'm sure many things come to mind. The Sidemen when they had a content
Sidemen too, yep.
house, FaZe Clan, and who could forget the amazing and wonderful Team 10 run by Jake Paul. You also
It's every day, bro, with the Disney Channel flow.
had TikTok content houses as well, like for example the Hype House. But now we've got
The Bop House.
finally a new spin on the content house genre, run none other by Kai Cenat. But it's not usual content house. It's not people coming together to make hilarious laugh out loud TikToks where they dance around the room. No, this is a streamer university. I'll be honest, I can't think of Kai Cenat.
I can't cap. I saw like a little bit of the orientation video. That shit, like when they had the slideshow shit, that shit was kind of cool. I can't lie. Like they were showing like the map out of the shit. I'm like, this as a conception is fire, but how it's gonna go, we'll see. I ain't gonna lie. It's already controversial.
Without thinking of a very specific TikTok where someone doing a Hagrid impression is calling an AI Hermione because he says Kai Cenat.
Is it true that you were streaking your cat in the Forbidden Forest for Kai Cenat?
It's true. I know I shouldn't have done it,
but I just needed a better book for a herbology project.
I like the fact how the actor who played Hagrid, Robbie Coltrane, who was amazingly talented, actually passed away a few years ago. Rest in peace.
Yeah.
But to Zoomers, he'll be known as the guy with the funny impression that goes, "Oi, Dumbledore! I watched Kai Cenat with my gat out, Dumbledore. Come round the back of my cottage. I'll teach you some dark arts, Severus."
Yo, like, what the hell?
Now, if you haven't heard about the streamer university that Kai Cenat is running, that's a good thing. Thank God. Why are you here? Go watch something else. Now, this was
What's something else? Nah, I ain't gonna lie, realest shit ever. Nah, the brain rat's hefty. Bro, how many applicants they had for this shit, bro? Wasn't it like millions they were saying?
project that was announced all the way back in February. Following this, Kai also released a series, for some reason, of Harry Potter themed videos.
Nah, the trailers are cool as fuck. I'm gonna keep it a buck. The trailers are like shot so cinematically and shit like that. Like, the one they just dropped that had like Tyleel and Reggie and that shit. Nah, that shit was cool as fuck. I can't even cap.
I'm excited to extend to you a most heartfelt welcome to the very first class
Like, the production quality on this shit is max.
of Streamer University.
As of a couple of days ago of recording, the professors, God, and the students
It's a fuck.
have been announced. Everything has been set to go, but of course, what streamer can go 5 minutes without a little bit of juicy drama? It's almost inevitable with these kinds of things. Like, whenever you're bringing a big amount of creators together, there is
Like, yeah, no, that what Pyro's saying is true. Like, if within like everybody coming there and everyone's a content creator, other heads might have beefs within like all these people just initially off the run. Like, shoot, people might be beefing behind the scenes, but then even within all this content shit, again, heads like Zoe Spencer, good example. Cameras get on, you don't know what heads are about to go off, do some type of shit. Like, yo, it's already getting crazy.
there is always going to be some kind of fallout, especially as well when people from the beginning were trying to compete to get in. Like, I don't think I need to explain how big Kai Cenat's reach is. I remember
Yeah.
one point where he was doing like a meet and greet in New York, I think giving away some PS5s.
Oh yeah, the riots and shit like that. But like, honestly, like, yeah, but the whole situation with that is like, yeah, he didn't want people to be like doing the crazy shit they were, like stomping on people's cars, robbing like the street vendors and shit like that. Like, obviously he was trying to do it to be like wholesome, you know, do it as a good purpose. Like, he was trying to give away PS5s and computers and shit so people could start doing content. Same thing obviously like with this, even though like we know, yeah, I don't know if it was many newbies and shit like that starting their content journey with the Stream University shit. But obviously, yeah, like the incentive was to help people more and more to make content. But with that, it's like, yeah, he should have got permits and shit to like do that, because obviously it would have been way more regulated and went better. But he did not. Gotta learn the lessons. That's tough. Got to learn them lessons.
And you've seen the footage.
Yeah.
You've seen people chasing him up the street, even though he's in like a private car trying to drive away. I mean, honestly, I wouldn't be surprised if someone probably dropped out of school just for a chance to get into the streamer university. Could you imagine just having that conversation with your
Yeah, I'm
parents?
pretty sure somebody did do that.
No. Mommy, you don't get it. You don't get it. I know all I do is use your
Or
credit
no,
card
what they said was somebody enrolled into Streamer University instead of actual college. Yo, that shit had me dying.
to buy V-Bucks off the item store. But I could drop out of college and be in this streamer's hype house. So the Kai Cenat Streamer University is what the name implies. It's a university for streamers. And essentially, the entire point of the project is to get a bunch of people together who want to be streamers and teach them how to be better. And they have such great classes listed below as music production, business management, and sex education.
Like, huh? We learning about sex education in Streamer University? Yo, isn't this TOS? Nah, we just not gonna worry about it. It's alright. Yo, but like, yo, what the hell?
What?
Like-
Could you imagine you actually finished this course and you just got a certificate that says #1 clip farmer? Now, the one thing that is pretty cool about the stream
Yeah, I could definitely see that being a thing.
university
100%.
is if you manage to get in, it is an inclusive, all paid for trip. So that's probably, which I'm assuming, flights, accommodation, meals, all that kind of stuff. And this will all be covered by Kai, because at the end of the day, Kai is making content out
Money.
with you. And Kai is
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie, but it all goes into itself. It's like the infinite fucking money cycle, bro. Like it's like what Mr. Beast is doing, if anything, and I'm pretty sure that's basically what the lane Kai is going into, except obviously his main demographic and community They're still fucking all kids, duh. But like more of the WL shit instead of like just broadly being fucking jits and like, you know, Mr. Beast fucking chilling like these fucking bullshit toys and all that shit. Like not them jits, but like WL type of jits. He'd be like the Mr. Beast of the WL community. So like, yeah, he'll do big events like this, but the overall reach and how much like in the back end this will bring back to Kai is like fucking astronomical. I ain't gonna lie, like in the back end, this shit is gonna produce so many more views, subs, and funnel back in like millions of dollars. Shit is insane.
He's actually gone on record to say himself that he's not actually teaching people how to stream, but purposely giving them a platform to kind of help grow and network them.
You're not learning.
Because like I feel like the concept of teaching someone how to stream is like doesn't exist. Now obviously like conceptually there's like fundamentals you can show someone how to get started within their journey of like making content and actually creating it and filming it, like setting up OBS and like finding the right camera and that type of shit. But like, okay, say for instance I'm right here and I take somebody and you put them in my place. Are they gonna have the charisma and shit like that? Are they gonna be able to talk about shit? Like, you know what I'm saying? These are the other questions. Like, that's the thing. Like, yeah, you can show them what equipment and shit to use. You can show someone what programs they need to use. But do they have the one consistency and drive? I say it all the time, bruh. And can they handle criticism? Another thing. The two main things though to that is like, okay, you gave them the shit. They have the platform now. Two, do they have one, the consistency to post videos and keep creating the content, and two, can they handle the criticism and backlash they may potentially get? That's the question. So when you come into the streamer university shit, that's immediately what it is. Like if you think they're dead ass but I have you fucking pen and paper pencil writing down shit and filling out fucking multiple choice questions on fucking streaming and shit, let's be for real. Let's be fucking honest. Like, we know what this is. This is a networking shit. Everyone here already has a base level platform. We already knew niggas that had like fucking 2 subscribers on TikTok were making this shit. Let's be real. Like, bruh, everyone here already has like a base sort of platform. You network now. You create the content here. Can you use this and get bigger? Like, this is the shits. Come on, man. Like, nigga, we weren't gonna be actually having like a fucking final exam on this shit. Are we? You deadass thought you were getting a real diploma that was about to do some shit? Bro, come on.
How to stream. I'm not teaching you how to stream.
Exactly.
I can't have all these classes of just how do I look doing that?
So this is a weekend-long trip, and basically Kai has rented out an entire campus for streaming. Now, I've seen some people say that a weekend is too short for something of this caliber, but again, the guy is not teaching people how to stream. He said that
I'm like, bro, what?
himself. He probably just wants you to go in there and clip farm. Now,
Bro, how about this? We'll break it down. Fuck calling this streamer university. It's literally networking university. Networking university, and or like Pyro saying, clip farm university. You come here, you network, you find other creators that you potentially collab with well and make content and grow that way, or you're gonna clip farm your cock off and then you're gonna fucking blow up that way. No multiple choice. I don't know what the fuck these niggas think it is. Like, what the hell?
Do you want to give Kai some credit here? Planning this entire project must have hurt his bank account for at least 4 hours, because this is an all paid for
4 hours
for
is funny as
18
shit.
professors and 120 students. On top of that as well, renting out an entire college campus. Now, to say that the streamer university got a lot of applicants is a bit of an understatement. I genuinely can't tell if this was botted or it was actual people applying.
No, this shit is real. No, it's completely real.
Just to try to escape school for 2 days. But they had over 1 million applicants in 15 minutes. When it rolled over to an hour, they had over 7 million applicants.
Wow.
Which I assume was probably the same 12 people filing in their applications again. And of course, because all of these applicants, the site went down. The site always goes down. And also as well, for some reason, my For You page, which is set obviously to the UK, it was filled with British people that were basically prank calling applicants and telling them that they got in.
So I just wanted to call you today because we've seen your application on Cenat Streaming University, and I wanted to be the first one to let you know that you've actually just been accepted.
Nah, this is actually funny as hell.
Yes. I'm gonna call my boss right now, tell him to fuck off. Wow, I don't know what to say. Thank you so much.
Nah, that's crazy. I know this nigga was heartbroken when he really found out he didn't get accepted. Yo, you got the real email? Nah, he was actually heartbroken.
This also was unsurprisingly posted on the Sad Cringe subreddit, and the top comment is basically saying that the form was leaked, everyone had their details exposed, that's how the numbers were available to prank callers, and then someone said that they should have a class action lawsuit for the data leak. Someone else said it'll be the most money any of them make from streaming university.
True.
Noticed as well that the majority of the prank callers were all British. I'm guessing this is us getting our revenge like 200 years later. Apart from the prank calls as well, people were receiving fake emails because their details got leaked, basically lying to them saying that they got a place.
Oh shit, never mind. He can't even get a real email to know that shit was fake. They just sending out fake ones too.
The streaming university, only to follow up 4 days later saying, well, this.
Bro, I got this email 4 fucking days ago. I thought this shit was real. And
Fucking Yusuf. Oh my god, it is Yusuf 7.
now this morning, the same person that sent that fake email sent me this. Are you serious, bro?
Now, one thing Kai was pretty adamant about on stream is if you were an OF creator, you were not allowed to join.
If you are a member of the Bop House, we will be seeing you later.
Holy based.
And then the Bop House started a Bop University. Excellent.
Why they are only applying. I had to search that up. I had to search up, can you live stream on OnlyFans? Why do you think you live streaming on OnlyFans is going to make you come into streamer university?
I mean, it makes complete sense as well, because if they were making the content that they made on OF on Twitch, that would be...
Well, that just one cannot happen because that's definitely against TOS. But even still, the factor of that, like, say they come on, but they're not, like doing any shit like that or whatever, it's still like the incentive of like, okay, we're promoting you and your platform off of this still does promote like John's, you know what I'm saying, adult content. And then who's the majority of people watching this shit because it's Kai's event? Kids. Yeah, we can't do that shit. Like, yeah, nah, it's just bad optics.
The fastest ban in recorded history, and then it'd probably only be a 24-hour ban as well. Although, to be fair, the website does say it has a sex education module, so I'm not sure how that's being run. Now,
exactly, and that's what is kind of can't even talk. That's what's kind of hypocritical about this shit, because
news and all of this gossip reached a TikTok account with 3 million followers called Bop House. And they responded to Kai, basically saying that they'll make their own version of Streamer University called Bop University.
As you guys know, the infamous 5-2 stream.
Yo, Sophie's still getting me fucking mad to this day. Like, why the fuck is she just standing?
By the name of Cenat is not allowing bops into the university. So I mean,
Camilla, I'm sorry. Like, we just it's just not. We're not feeling the vibes.
the team have made an executive decision to start Bop University.
Also, I'm not sure what house they're filming in, but it looks like a mix between the Team 10 house and also the Rice Gum house that he used to have in LA. So I don't know if there's some deeper lore there. Now, there's definitely been some questionable additions to the Streamer University, a lot of them catching the eyes of the internet. For example, the first professor that would be teaching a class to be announced was actually a rapper and a streamer.
DDG.
DDG. Now, DDG has been under fire himself for doing... Guess what he did? He's a streamer. He did a crypto rug pull.
Yo, what's going on, man? It's DDG, and I'm joining the crypto
When the fuck did he do this shit?
world. We're about to make the trenches great again, man. Be on standby for the drop.
Again...
Oh my god, bro. See, now we gotta have to look into that shit, bro. DDG, what the fuck are you doing, bro?
Join the queue. Join the queue. He also got a restraining order against him from his ex-partner, Halle
We talked about this shit. Yeah, did more evidence about this shit come out?
Bailey, who's alleging that he was being emotionally and physically abusive towards her. Now, Kai has came out himself and said that he is aware of the allegations, but he wants to wait until there's, like, you know, both sides of the story have came out.
Yeah, that's exactly, again, what we're waiting for, because that's what I'm waiting for. I'm still waiting to cover that shit, because last time we checked, it was open-ended with the shit. Obviously, Haley Bailey got the restraining order. There was that one... She said she had a picture of the Johns with the bruises. And then she was saying the whole John were like DDG broke in, but then it came out like of text messages that DDG did not break in at all. He was trying to drop off their son Halo or whatever. So she was lying about that. It was a whole bunch of shit. So yeah, we just need more conclusive shit to come out.
Now, despite the fact that the courts have actually granted the restraining order.
I know there's a lot of crazy things going on, but y'all gotta understand, bro. There is two sides of a story that's going on right now, and I am in the middle to where I have to be able to just see things play out. It is none of my, you feel what I'm saying, chat?
And I like the clip where Kai is trying to defend DDG. He has to like stop himself for a minute to thank someone for the gifted subs.
Me personally, bro, I want to wait. DDG, that's what a 50 gift. Appreciate it, DDG.
There were some other controversies as well with Kai's picks. I say Kai, but a couple of times throughout the stream, he announces a name. Chat tells him that this person is bad, and then he has to actually search up the name to confirm it. So I'm guessing, I'm hoping...
Oh my god, no. See, they're not fucking running background checks on these niggas? There's no fucking way.
That there are like, you know, some kind of background checks being performed here.
Nah, they can't, bro, there's no fucking
Not just chat, you know, basically...
That's what I'm saying. Like, there's no way they're not running like full background checks. Like, we have to see if niggas are in controversies and shit, because obviously like big names more or less they were trying to get, like for instance the professors, like shit like DDG, I guess obvious, he's very well known, so any controversy and shit he get into is well known to the public. But like even with some of these smaller motherfuckers like the students, nah bro, you still gotta do your background checks hefty. Actually, those are the main motherfuckers you gotta do them heftier on.
Being jealous and then telling Kai, no, don't let this person in, but you should let me in. And then Twitter did what Twitter does, and they started to complain. They complained about apparently a lack of white people entering the streamer university, and then they basically just started lying outright, saying that no white people got accepted, even though this actually isn't true. Now, remember when I said earlier that Kai made a very strict rule that if you're an OF creator, you cannot join? Well, unfortunately, one of the professors, India Love, actually runs an OF account. And then one of the people in Kai Cenat streaming group called Zoe Spencer actually went on stream crying after she wasn't accepted, even though apparently the rest of Kai's streaming group was. Now, this caused a lot of disruption in the fan base and to all the unemployed, so Kai actually did.
Nah, I'm not even gonna lie. After the situation with Zoe Spence with like Soul Illuminati and that jump, bro, it just, again, it doesn't help her case. Like, it only just goes further to prove not only So's point of like, yo, you keep crashing out, you keep acting like this is why heads are not gonna want you around, not gonna like you, but it just goes to show why in Kai not accepting her was not even kind of, it was just justified. Like, at that point, if you're gonna keep crashing, she's not even really showing remorse. Actually, she's not at all. Like,
did have to talk about it. Basically, a lot of people were defending her, saying that they saw her as a valued member of the group, and they felt that Kai was basically strong-arming her into like downplaying her ability to be entertaining to kind of justify her not getting an invite. And Kai's excuse was basically
no one's saying she's like not entertaining or shit like that, or if you are saying that, whatever, you're fair to have your opinion. The main problem is, again, like if she's gonna come so standoffish, you know what I'm saying, when shit like that, and it's so confrontational, like for some people that like that much shit is gonna be like, yo, has gotta chill, like it's gonna be too much. So I'm saying if she's doing that consistently, and again I always talk about patterns of behavior, and if you're showing this over time, then yo, for some people they just not gonna want you around, or they're just not gonna think you cool or some shit like that, you know what I'm saying?
You're not getting in because one stream we did together, you gave me secondhand embarrassment.
It started here in Atlanta, September 24th. Drewski show. I never got to tell you how that shit made me feel because of who you are and how your humor and like how you are as a person. I dead ass for the first time felt secondhand embarrassed, like felt embarrassed.
But the real kicker for the fans and the applicants was actually the size of accepted students. The problem is a lot of the creators that were actually accepted into
are already well established.
The streaming university already had a pretty sizable platform in the first place. And a lot of people felt hard done by, like he was trying to give back to the community or, you know, try to make one of his viewers famous. And then people started to point out as well that a lot of people that already got accepted were either mutuals of Kai or in similar circles as well. I hate the fact that we're actually going to be using the term Nepo baby streamer soon. That is horrible. That is a
yo, Nepo baby streamer is some actual curse shit. Like, yo, what the fuck, bro? Like, nah, bro. We got streamer industry plans. This is bullshit.
Grim dark thought there. Now, you're probably thinking that some of the people that got accepted had like a few hundred or a few thousand subscribers. I mean, there was one creator that got accepted called Light Skin Monte. And this is a guy on TikTok who has nearly 15 million followers. And that would basically put him in the top 1% of all creators.
Like, see, some heads are really mad about shit like this. And I'm just sitting here like, this shit to me was expected. Like, at the end of the day, what Heads gotta understand is, like, for this shit to optically go the best way it could possibly go, not saying that obviously Kai could get some criticism, because duh, like, it would be better if some people that really didn't have any platforms at all could grow on this shit. That would be optically cool. Like, not even optically, that would be, like, fucking fire. Like, on a storyline, too, that would be cool as shit. But on an optics play, it's like, yeah, especially if these heads are, like, mutuals with Kai, like, he's already gonna know that these heads are less prone to crash the fuck out and, like, ruin the whole streaming university event as itself. Like, this shit was gonna happen. Like, people that already had well-established platforms or were already mutuals in Kai and shit like that, or again, like, in the circles around this shit, these were gonna be the main motherfuckers accepted. Like, let's be fucking real. At the end of the day, bro, did y'all really think Kai was about to pick, like, 100 or whatever the fuck? Like, just random motherfuckers with no platforms, none of that shit. Like, maybe, again, he could have picked, like, a few motherfuckers like that. Don't even get it twisted. Like, he definitely could have. Like, that shit would be more fire. But, like, bro, you thought every motherfucker there was gonna be like that? There is no fucking way you thought that shit.
On that platform. Now, to play devil's advocate here and to defend Kai Cenat when he watches this clip on stream, which he definitely won't, it is wrong to advertise an opportunity for smaller creators and then kind of going against it by having already established and famous creators.
Yeah, like, it would be obviously cool as hell if he could get all motherfuckers random and grow them drawn up, but that's just not, that's just not fucking realistic. Because, again, like, yo, you don't know who the fuck out of these 100 motherfuckers, how many are gonna be prone to crashing out or doing some crazy shit and ruin the whole event. Meanwhile, when you have a bunch of motherfuckers that are already well established, have platforms, know that if they fuck up or do some crazy shit, they will receive a fuckload of backlash because they already have audiences and platforms. Like, yo, you already know it's gonna be more balanced out and be overall more successful in the long term for the event. So it's like, this shit, again, this is what it was gonna be.
Creators. But at the same time as well, if you think about all the money that Kai is sinking into the streamer university,
Exactly.
he has to make some kind of profit back here. And one of the best ways to do that is to get already established faces, because imagine the clips. I can't wait for 50 crypto accounts to keep spamming uploads of like bad interactions at the streamer university. For comparison here, I remember a Minecraft event that was held a couple years ago called MCC, and they held a small creators version called MCC Rising, and they basically did similar stuff to what Kai's doing now. They included pretty much already established content creators so people would tune in the first place. And the problem is then people put a spin on it saying that, well, because you included already established people, you're just money hungry and a bit of an asshole. And since Kai announced who would be in and who wouldn't be, the drama has not stopped there. One streamer,
of course not,
called Ray actually made an announcement saying that he was banned from the streamer university before it even started.
You can't go to school, like you expelled.
Oh, we got kicked?
Yeah, basically.
Damn.
But I do want to say, by the way,
yo, Ray just like, fuck.
As a little disclaimer, I can't actually comment on the authenticity because no one is actually saying why. And then there was another streamer as well, Los Polos TV, who is most known
Ray is literally in AMPG League. He is gonna fucking be there. Like, that is cool. Like that's why I'm just like, like, nigga, bro, he's obviously gonna be there.
for having the Rizzler on his stream.
You're real?
And then his dad, who is usually pretty outspoken, came onto stream saying it was a scam money grab, likening it to people who do comedy classes. Now, I know, I get it, his name is Los Polos Hermanos. Funny Breaking Bad, Soy Jack point. Oh my god, he did the reference again. Though he did actually later apologize to Kai, because Kai basically said he was heartbroken. And at one point, they actually even offered to teach a class.
Anyway, when he said he was heartbroken, it upset me because he thought it was real. Listen, he's only said nice things about me. I always liked this kid. Every time we spoke with him, he's cool. Because of what was said and the apology I just made, and again, I feel terrible. If you'd like us to come in and give a lecture or a seminar, the two of us will be there.
Though, looking from the professor list, it doesn't look like their offer has actually been taken up. And after all of this drama, Kai's basically announced that this is the first and definitely the last streamer university.
Like, I'm never doing this shit again. I'm never doing this fucking shit again. Cause now, man, no matter which way I try to make sure a thing is good, I always get the bad end of the stick. Bank statements. It's fucking ridiculous. Just nobody.
Yeah, now the bank statement, this must be looking, oh, fuck.
He's paying a dime to be in this shit.
He basically goes on to say that, like, money issues are a huge reason why he's not going to be able to do another one of these. Yeah. And he also feels as well that no matter what choices he makes or who he lets in,
you gotta have like that Mr. Beast funny money type shit to be doing this consistently. you gotta be bringing in millions of fucking dollars a month. Not to say like obviously Kai is making millions of dollars, but like I'm talking about like a fuckload of money, bro.
Doesn't, people are still going to just criticize him anyway. But at the same time, if you're a creator that's that huge and you're
that was about to be the thing I get into next. Like once you get to like the level of Kai, like bro, you're just no matter what. It's the same thing. It's like that same shit. Literally the same shit with Mr. Beast. It's like bro, once you get to that big of a level, no matter what the fuck you do, everything's gonna become drama. That's why I always tell you I don't give a fuck about clout. I don't give a fuck about none of that shit. I'm not trying to be that huge because like bro, I don't have time for everything I fucking do and say to be turning into some bullshit. Like, yo, come on, bro. I don't know.
Announcement for a streaming university has reached so many circles. It kind of just comes with the package. I'll be honest, I'm really looking forward to streaming university. Will I be watching it? Absolutely not. But don't you worry. If there's any spicy drama, I will be doing a slop on it.
Yo, I go, bro. Fucking shout out Pyro, bro. One of the goats. We got Kai Cenat Streaming University is a disaster. Of course, you want to watch the OG vid down in the description. First link. Share the love with Pyro. I ain't gonna cap. Always watching Pyro. All the time. Must share the love again. But yeah, final plans again. Conjecture. Yeah. Hopefully, within the whole Stream University itself, hopefully this shit does go well again with the controversies of motherfuckers that have established platforms where all the motherfuckers that accepted, like, yeah, again, I don't give a fuck about that. I'm gonna be honest with you. Like, yeah, duh, we can all acknowledge, like, yeah, it would have been cooler if people that didn't have a platform, like I was saying in the vid, would have been in this shit more, and I would have been fire as hell, because then really new motherfuckers getting new platforms, cool as shit. But then again, how the fuck is Kai gonna be able to moderate all these new motherfuckers? He doesn't know these heads. They may crash out, do some shit that could really fuck up the John. Like, bruh, heads new, again, on an optical level, all these motherfuckers are gonna be motherfuckers that have established platforms. Let's be fucking real here. Like, let's be fucking honest. Or not even that. Majority of these motherfuckers you knew were gonna be people that were like around Kai's circle and or established creators. Like, you knew this shit. Like, bruh, there was 7 million fucking applications, bruh. Did you really think a good amount of you niggas actually had a chance? No. 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 Shit, I wouldn't even have had a chance either. Duh, obviously. But yeah, most motherfuckers didn't. We know this shit. Like, I don't know why motherfuckers is bitching about this shit, bro. I'm gonna be real here. Like, bro. We're fucking grown. We knew what the fuck this was gonna be, bro. I swear. But I don't know. Asshole Trilly, bro. Feel free to disagree with me in the comments. Y'all know how that shit goes. I ain't gonna lie. But other than that, again, shout out Pyro, and I'm finna catch y'all on the flip, baby. Peace.
Thank you.